How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. I want to tell you about 3 stocks right now that have fallen down throughout the day that I think present a very good value where they are right now. Now, I'm not necessarily buying these companies right now because, I can only invest so much. But if I was looking to buy stock today, I would buy probably these 3 companies. Of course, do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor. But these 3 companies, I think, have a lot of potential right now. They're 3 companies that you've probably heard the name of recently because I've talked about them. And I think, again, I'll go through my bull case scenario, why I think that they're going to go up in the next couple months, in the next couple years. If you guys like this, please leave a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. If you want to know whether I'm buying or selling these stocks or what I'm doing, you can check out the link down below to Patreon. We will have a live stream tomorrow for one of the groups. So you can see one of the higher groups allows you to get into live streams and talk with me, ask questions. And we're doing 2 live streams tomorrow, so if you want to join that, you can. Again, link down in the description. If you guys want those free stocks through WeBull, you can definitely check that out too. You can get 4 free stocks worth up to $3,700 if you deposit $100. So these 3 companies are companies that I hold, full disclosure, but I am really excited about these companies, and I think with what they are trading down at today, I think they offer a good value. There have been a lot of companies that have been up a lot today in our portfolio. There have been a handful of companies that are down 5 to 7%. So it's kind of a mixed bag, and I think these present some good opportunity. And right off the bat, if I have talked about a company that's not on this list and they're down today, it's not necessarily that I don't like the company. I just can only include so many companies in this list. So the first one today is Tattooed Chef. So I looked today to see if one of my deposits settled for a retirement account because I want to buy more of this company, but it still hasn't. So hopefully we'll see a red day tomorrow because I want to buy this company. It's down about 5.5% today. The reason I think that it is a good value right now is the fact that they are expecting about $300 million by 2022 in revenue. I think this is a little bit low, so they're at about $140 million or so this year. They're still not in some of my local local grocery stores. So I went to Target and Walmart to try to find them. And I've done videos on all these in the past. So if you're coming in and not really understanding what the company is about, you can search my channel for it. But this company is expecting $140 million or so this year. They're expecting to increase to $222 million next year, $300 million the year after that. I think they're pricing it a little bit low because they would rather come out and beat the earnings or beat the revenue than come underneath it. But right now they're sitting at $1.54 billion. If they hit $300 million, that will put them at a price to sales ratio of just 5. And I think this is low. Like I said, I think they'll probably come up above this. And this is the first day that we've seen that has really been a nice buying opportunity since it was maybe, $19 a share. Since then, it just continuously went up and then it went down just a tiny bit. But we're seeing a nice dip today. The next company is MP Materials, and I won't spend too long on this one, but they're down 6%. They provide rare earth materials, they mine that, and they're one of the only companies outside of China that does that and does it at a high level. So they're down 6.5% today. I think this is a good one to hold long term. They provide 15% of the world's rare earth materials and 75% of outside of China's rare earth materials. So they provide a major portion of that worldwide, and they've been on a tear recently. This is the first nice dip that we've seen just over the last week to buy into this company if you missed out before. And then the last company, I'll spend a little bit more time on this one because I really like this one. It's FUBO TV. FUBO is down 13%. We were buying it at $27 a share. We've seen it go pretty much just up and up and up recently, up 131%, and now it's dipped about 38%. Now, a lot of people have been asking me when a good time to buy this one was. They felt like they missed out when I was buying it around 27. And, I think this is a good time to buy. It was at 62 last Tuesday, and it's fallen a lot since then. Now, the reason I like this company, if you don't know what they do, they're a streaming company. They also acquired a sports betting company. They really focus on sports in their streaming platform. They have an average watch time of 4 hours a day throughout their subscriber base because they average 120 hours a month in watch time. So I really like this one. They have been growing revenues and growing their subscriber base very quickly. You can see that they had revenues of about $61 million for the third quarter of 2020, a 47% increase year over year. They had a pretty large advertising revenue increase of 153%. And they had paid subscribers at the quarter that totaled 455,000, an increase of 58% year over year. So the average revenue per user per month was about $67, which is very high. This is much higher than what I've seen from Netflix and Disney Plus and companies like that. They've been able to increase their paid subscribers significantly. You can see this over the last 3 years. If they're able to increase 60% like they did this year, that would be huge for them. Obviously, they would grow to over 650,000 subscribers. If they were able to increase their revenue again to 90 million, they'll put them at a $360 million revenue or so, looking the next year down. With the market cap now, they would be trading at a pretty good value. I mean, right now they're trading at about a 10 to 11 price to sales ratio on a forward basis, but that's just based on this quarter revenue. If they go up to 90 million or something like that, they would be trading significantly less. They would be trading at about a 7 price to sales ratio. And they've been growing a lot. So if you take a look at Netflix, which obviously Netflix has gone up a lot this year, but they are not growing close to as quickly as FUBO. And they're still trading at about a 10 price to sales ratio. It's harder for these small streaming companies to be profitable, but with how quickly they're growing, I think this provides a lot of upside. And again, this does not account for the gambling revenue either for the company or anything on that side. So this is just on their streaming really. And I think that with sports coming back into play, this will be really important and this will help the company a lot because obviously sports were not a big part of 2020 compared to usual. But I think that we will see this continue to increase and continue to hopefully raise revenues, raise paid subscribers, especially as it becomes more well-known. More people will be trusting and want to buy it. So I think this will be a big play for 2021. And I could see this hitting $100 a share in 2021 and maybe even higher than that because with the company that's growing 50 to 60% a year, I could see, a 20 to 40 price to sales ratio without even blinking. And if we saw that, that would send up the stock about 5x from where it is now. I think that we could see a massive increase in the share price from where it is now. So hopefully this helped you guys out. If you were looking at stocks to buy, maybe one of these stocks is one that you feel good about and that you want to invest in. I am planning on buying a couple of these at least over the next week or two. If you guys want to know what I am buying and selling, you can check out the link down below to Patreon. I update them in real time. It's just hard to do on YouTube because I can't be making a video every time I buy and sell a stock. But thank you guys for doing that. Check out the link down below to WeBull if you want that. There's also a link to BlockFi down there if you want to get up to 8.6% interest on some of your cryptocurrencies. I mean, these cryptocurrencies have just been going insane recently. So definitely take a look down there at that. I put money in there myself. I use it. Thank you for hitting subscribe and the like button. And if you want to see a video on another stock that I just bought today, I'll put up the video here.